Welcome to the tale of the enigmatic Nikola Tesla, a man who was said to be from the future, capable of simulating experiments in his mind, and who once dazzled the public with what seemed like magic. He ushered in the age of electricity before the age of 40, but after that, he seemingly accomplished nothing. The media alternated between defying him as a god and dismissing him as a charlatan. So, who was Nikola Tesla really? Over a decade ago, Professor Kale locked onto for major mysteries. Why could Tesla build a laboratory in his mind? Why could he demonstrate those black magic tricks? What were the strange claims about death rays and aliens? And why did his later years seem so unproductive? Let's unravel these mysteries and uncover the truth about Tesla. The story begins on July 9, 1856, in a village under a stormy sky. A frail boy was born, and the priest from the neighboring church came to baptize him, naming him Nikola Tesla. This priest, who also happened to be Tesla's father, managed the religious affairs of over 70 households in the village. As a representative of the Serbian Orthodox Church surrounded by foreign influences in Catholicism, the father felt a deep sense of responsibility and hoped his son would continue his legacy. But young Tesla was different. He was sickly, afraid of the dark, and often terrified by the ghosts he imagined. Tesla had three sisters and an older brother who was strong and athletic, much to their father's delight. However, when Tesla was 7, his brother was trampled to death by their father's Arabian stallion. Tesla witnessed this tragedy, and it only exacerbated his terrifying hallucinations. He suffered in silence, as no one understood the dangerous nature of his condition. Eventually, Tesla's father began to groom him, but he noticed something peculiar. Tesla was an insatiable reader. With access to the local library, Tesla read voraciously, day and night. While this seemed like a positive trait, his father grew increasingly concerned. He would hide candles, but Tesla would make his own from household materials, driven by a compulsion he described as a mental journey. In his autobiography, Tesla explained that reading helped him escape his hallucinations, allowing his mind to travel through time and space, conversing with historical figures, contemporaries, and even people from the future. One book, ABA Phi, about a young knight defending a dilapidated Serbian castle, particularly resonated with him. It inspired him to transform his mental journeys into focused thinking, eventually gaining control over his hallucinations. One day, when Tesla was about 8, a fire broke out in the town. 16 firefighters struggled with the hand pumps, but no water came out. Tesla, observing the hoses, saw the problem in his mind. Despite his limited knowledge of mechanics and pressure, he walked to the river, untangled the hose, and water gushed out. Grateful, the firefighters hoisted Tesla onto their shoulders. This event solidified his love for engineering and mathematics. By the age of 12, Tesla told his father he wanted to be an engineer, as he discovered he could simulate complex engineering models and experiments in his mind. His father, however, was adamantly opposed. He believed a priest's duty was to save souls, not repair machines. Determined, Tesla fell ill, staying bedridden for 9 months. When his father finally relented and promised to send him to the best technical college, Tesla recovered miraculously. He then spent years hiding in the mountains, reading hundreds of books, before attending university. His childhood was marked by an insatiable curiosity and a relentless drive to learn. At university, Tesla excelled, taking undacing numerous courses in his first year. But in his second year, he suddenly stopped studying, indulging in gambling and smoking. His father visited the school, only to find Tesla more reckless than ever. After being found by the police and sent home, Tesla's father fell ill and died shortly after. Despite this, Tesla continued his reckless behavior until one day his mother gave him money for gambling, believing he could overcome his struggles. Inspired, Tesla overcame his addiction and returned to his studies. A professor named Pascal recognized Tesla's potential and encouraged him to develop his ideas further. During his freshman year, Tesla had proposed an alternating current AC generator, which Pascal initially dismissed. Years later, Pascal encouraged Tesla to expand on this idea. Tesla realized that AC could be transmitted over long distances, making it far more practical for widespread use. This vision drove him to design a comprehensive system, including generators, transmission towers, and power lines, all meticulously simulated in his mind. After graduating, Tesla joined the Paris branch of Edison's company, where he repaired a lighting system at Strasbourg train station. Impressed by his skills, a colleague invited him to America. In 1884, Tesla arrived in New York and joined Edison's company. He quickly proved his worth, designing an arc light system and repairing the SS Oregon's electrical system. However, he soon clashed with Edison over the direction of electrical innovation. Edison, a businessman at heart, was more interested in direct current DC systems, which were easier to implement in large institutions. Tesla, on the other hand, believed in the potential of AC. Frustrated by Edison's lack of vision, Tesla left the company in 1887. He struggled financially, working odd jobs and losing his savings to a fraudulent business partner. Despite this, Tesla's mind remained active, refining his AC system and studying Edison's success. He realized that inventing alone was not enough. He needed to market his ideas effectively. In 1888, Tesla met with executives from Western Union using a clever demonstration involving a copper-coated egg to secure their interest. They introduced him to George Westinghouse, who was planning to challenge Edison's dominance. Westinghouse was impressed by Tesla's designs and offered him a significant financial package, including a monthly salary and patent royalties. The battle between AC and DC began in earnest. Edison launched a smear campaign against AC, even electrocuting animals to demonstrate its dangers. Tesla, however, demonstrated the safety and efficiency of AC at professional conferences, earning the respect of industry experts. Despite setbacks, including the destruction of his laboratory by arson, Tesla persevered. In 1893, AC powered the world's Columbian Exposition, marking a turning point in the War of Currents.
Emboldened by this success, Tesla and Westinghouse built the world's first hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls, bringing electricity to millions. Tesla, however, was not content. He envisioned a global wireless energy network, a concept he called World System. He built the Wardenclyffe Tower on Long Island, aiming to transmit electricity without wires. Despite initial progress, funding issues and competition from Guglielmo Marconi, who claimed to have invented radio, derailed his plans. Tesla's mental health deteriorated, and he faced increasing skepticism from the scientific community. Claims about death rays and alien communications were dismissed as delusions. In 1906, he returned to New York to seek funding but found no support. His relationship with Westinghouse soured, and he struggled to complete his projects. In 1916, the Wardenclyffe Tower was demolished, and Tesla's dreams were left unfulfilled.
Despite these setbacks, Tesla continued to invent, creating a bladeless turbine and other innovations. In 1931, he celebrated his 75th birthday with a grand party, attended by luminaries like Albert Einstein. However, his eccentric claims about cosmic energy and death rays only further isolated him. In 1937, Tesla was hit by a taxi, breaking several ribs. He refused medical treatment and suffered in silence. 5 years later, on January 7, 1943, Tesla died alone in his hotel room. The FBI seized all of Tesla's papers and belongings, and a legend began to grow around him. Some say he communicated with a black cat that appeared at his death, a symbol of his early fascination with electricity. Today, Tesla is remembered as a visionary whose ideas were ahead of his time. His story is a testament to the power of imagination and the challenges of bringing revolutionary ideas to fruition. This tale is dedicated to every wanderer, every dreamer, and every genius who faces adversity but never stops dreaming. Thank you for joining me on this journey. See you next video.